Hey guys, it's Dan from Beatmatch Guru, and today we're going to be talking about how you can become a club DJ. So there's a few things that you can consider and start off with, but here are some top tips that I would like to bring to the table if you're considering moving into going to a club from like small venues, for example. So the first thing is to up your skill level and make sure that you're at the skill level that you can DJ in a club. Know your equipment inside out. That is 110% the best advice that anyone's ever given me. Even if you haven't had experience on CDJs, then my advice would be to go and find a practice studio. There's lots of them in the UK, and I'm sure there are in other parts of the world as well. And a lot of the recording studios have DJ booths set up, so you can then go to the DJ booths, practice your heart's content until you're knackered and need to go home. But you can pay per hour, and that's like a really good way to practice. You can also record your mixes when you're at the recording studios as well. Usually these places that have this set up usually have pioneers of CDJs that are industry standard equipment as well. So that's a really good way to practice if you haven't already got the equipment as well. So the other aspect to becoming a club DJ is to have the best music collection that you can. And by that I mean having a really good range of new music with old classics as well, and having that ability to read the crowd so that you have a really good DJ set and have that mixture of music within your DJ sets in the club. Because when you're first starting out DJing in the club, you might not necessarily have like the peak set in the session or in the night on the lineup. And so you might want to play a bit more of a relaxed vibe at the beginning if you're playing at the beginning of a night, and you might be covering another DJ, for example, so they may have a certain style that you might need to incorporate into that. Know your music inside out is the best thing to have when you're becoming a club DJ as well, because it will put less stress on you trying to DJ, so you have a lot less nerves. And the other thing is, because you know the music inside out, you'll know where the breaks are with the different choruses, where the drop is, how long the different phrases are, so you can mix in and it'll become second nature to you. The other aspect to how to become a club DJ is a bit more tactile. You need to build up a network of people that you know. And the other day I went to a record store. I didn't buy any records, I just went in there to speak to the guy. But the fact of the matter is, I asked him about what it was like back in the day versus now in terms of networking to become a club DJ. And he was explaining to me it's no different really. It's still that face-to-face contact with the club promoters, the influencers or the people that work within the scene, or friends of friends, getting to know them. And then that transitioning onto social media as well is getting to know them via that after you've first met them. But then it's not just that one time that you meet these people, it's going back to the club and going back to the night, meeting them, just saying hello face to face really makes a massive difference. And after a while you can build up that rapport, give them a few mixtapes maybe, and maybe get some gigs out of that. It may be the case, like I said earlier, you could get a fill-in space, or you can just, for another DJ that didn't turn up, or they have space for you, and then you can DJ for half an hour or an hour at the beginning or at the very end of the night. So that's a really good way to get your foot in the door into these clubs. The other aspect is obviously on social media. You can build up some networking through that and build a following, so that way that it will give these people like club promoters and that, to give them some sort of confidence that you know that you're definitely a decent DJ and you have people that like what you're doing as a DJ with your skills, tune selection, and all that jazz that surrounds you as a DJ, like the branding aspects, and all of your mixes on Mixcloud, SoundCloud, whatever platform it might be, they can then listen to that and then understand what it is about you as a DJ. But then if you've met them in the flesh, like I said a minute ago, then there's that aspect of knowing you face to face. It's sending out emails is not really going to do you much favours. Face to face is the number one thing I'd suggest. So the other aspects that I would suggest to help you get gigs is to go to as many gigs as possible, and see which gigs that you like and then you want to play, and see how you get on from there. Pretty quick and easy sort of suggestion, but there are festivals as well, so you can go to them and make some contacts there. That's a really good way. There's lots of different labels. There's loads of festivals in the UK over the summer, so that's a great way to start building up some contacts. So the final thing would be suggesting how to become a club DJ is to also add to the mixes that you do by creating a podcast or a radio show. That way you can let your personality shine through as well, and you can build up a following from that as well. So it's just having that material that you can present to the club promoters and the people that you want to try and persuade to let you in the door, so you can start mixing in front of a crowd. And then also having a podcast or a mix to then show what it is that you can sell to them to then convince them to become a DJ in the club. So eventually, after all of that, it will take some time. It does take ages, but after a while, you never know. You could become a resident DJ with a regular spot on a weekly or monthly basis. There's one thing that I would like to bring to the table as well, I would say, is that people that make music, that are producers, definitely seem to get more club gigs than just a normal DJ, say. Now, that sounds pretty obvious, but if you haven't got the production skills, then maybe and you like doing music production, or you like the sound of it at least, then maybe that's another avenue. But that could also take a bit of time as well to build up a name, promote yourself as a music producer, and then maybe get signed to a label or create your own label. So it's just food for thought. So some different angles for you to get into the club scene and become a bit more of a regular, build up that experience, and good luck, guys. So this is Beat Match Guru. So I've got an article on this, 17 tips on how to become a club DJ. So I'll put the link below, and check out all of the advice that I've got on there. This was just a quick snapshot to give you a flavour of how to become a club DJ.